walk. I got my sunrise blend today. It's not out, even though I'm a little bit late. Some of the guys will probably be turning wrenches in the shop while we're walking through to see what's going on. We're going to give you some updates. We showed you a Garnet Red Scrambler when it came in. The paint was faded. Then we showed you last week when it was in the paint booth. We've done the floors. And today, I want to show you what we accomplished in a week. The Jeep's pretty much done. Pretty proud of the way it turned out. Our guys do great work. Come check it out. So when this Jeep came in, it was exceptionally low miles, 100% original paint, but it was very faded, would not buff out, wouldn't clean up, but no rust, had never been hit. So in 1984, they made 4,130 of these Scramblers. I'm going to keep pushing on the Scramblers here for quite a while. Number one, because it actually is my favorite CJ. Number two, according to Haggerty, it's one of the top 10 most rapidly appreciating vehicles in the collector car market, along with the Grand Wagoneers. So very cool. Two of the top 10 vehicles right now are Jeep, and we just so happen to focus on both of those. So as I said, it's a Garnet Red Jeep. It is a base model Scrambler versus an SR, which is Scrambler Renegade, or an SLR, which is a Scrambler Laredo. So we've got the white wagon wheels. We have the correct Goodyear Wrangler radial tires. These are brand new. We do have these in stock if you're doing a restoration, you want it correct. We restored the side steps with the proper grip tape, which again, we have that in stock. Every piece for these we do have in stock. This is Garnet Red Interior, which is rare. You had to special order that. So you've got Garnet Red door panels, grab handle, dash pad, high back bucket seats, and the carpet. Again, you've seen the floors. The floors of this Jeep were amazing. No rust at all, no damage, no dents. Look at the bed of this truck. It looks like it hasn't even had anything hauled in it. It is actually was nicely optioned too. It is a tilt wheel. It does have factory AM radio, T176 transmission, which was the preferred transmission for the Jeep guys. It's a little bit heavier duty than the T4 or the T5. You could have also gotten a special order automatic. This Jeep is totally correct as it left the factory with the exception of the carburetor. The Jeep runs so well on this carburetor, we've left it, but we do have the original carburetor air cleaner setup if somebody wants that. It's also a power steering Jeep. So it's got the Weber carburetor conversion, which takes the rough idle out of these Jeeps. They start up a little bit easier to give them a little bit more power. So there you have it. We saved another beautiful Scrambler, 1984 Garnet Red, one of 4,130 built. Now we finally got time to service this 1988 YJ. It's been sitting in the warehouse for a while. We pulled it out. We did all the fluids, new tires. This Jeep has got 10,000 actual miles on it, khaki in color with a light tan interior. I think it's one of the best original, unrestored, one-owner YJs in the country. Look how nice it cleaned up. Stunning. So it's a power steering, power brake, 5-speed Jeep. You know, it's got all the proper decals everywhere, everything a collector would want. The interior still looks crisp. It's awesome. It drives as new. Like even the steering wheel you get in, it's got all the texture still on it. It is also a tilt wheel Jeep, which is nice. Alloy wheels are perfect. Again, we went ahead and put new tires on this Jeep because we do have the Goodyear Wrangler radials available here. So this Jeep is now serviced and safe to drive. It will likely go in a private collection because of the miles. And to restore a YJ to this condition, which we have done some in the last 24 months, is very difficult because it's hard to find the trim parts and very expensive. I do have a pretty exciting update for you guys in the YJ world. We have the door panels in production right now. They'll be available soon. And the dash pads, believe it or not. I think a lot of people thought that would never get done. Both of these are in production, and there's a lot of other pieces we're focusing on the YJ that'll be out soon. So restorations can be done properly. There's the 77 Renegade, which I showed you a couple weeks ago. That was the Corvette Blue. This was a customer specified build. It told us exactly how we wanted. So we don't just do OE builds, even though I really prefer doing them that way. We'll do a custom Jeep any way you want it. The customer's really happy with it. It is cool. To me, it looks like something we did in the 80s in high school, or maybe 70s. Boy, I'm dating myself. And here we've had quite a few hailstorms in the area lately, and we fixed a bunch of JKs. When they come in, instead of just putting a flat hood back on the Jeep, with your insurance check, you can generally get a Black Mountain hood. So what this customer decided to do was, we replaced the cowl panel because it was damaged. Now these cowl panels for JKs right now are on national back order. If you have one that's damaged or has been hailed on, give us a call. We have 110 of these in stock. This is our Black Mountain hood, which we call the cow hood. So we replaced that, we fixed the windshield frame, and we also gave it a little bit more attitude. This is our new Angry Grill. So this Jeep rolled in and just had a stock hood, stock grill, and it had hail damage on it. We properly fixed all the hail dents in it and changed the hood and the grill and the windshield frame. We're gonna get this back to the customer in less than a week. Now I want to show you the Maserati we found in Richardson the other day. Kelsey found this. This car has been parked, we went around and around on how long it's been sitting. I believe it's been since 1994. Alex has been working on this car. We did put new tires on it. We have done a 3-stage buff, wax and polish on it. Really came out good. The interior in the car, the driver's seat needs a little bit of work, but the interior turned out really well. The dash panel is nice. It doesn't have any cracks. The gauge is cleaned up. We've got the console and the shifter and everything back in the car. We've got everything functioning properly, except it's not running. The car's missing the starter. So we're trying to hunt down a starter right now. Alex is doing some more cleaning in here. He pulled the plugs and did all the normal stuff and put some Marvel Mystery Oil in there, let them sit for a couple days. It does roll over by hand now, right? So we'll see if we can find a starter for this thing. If you have one laying in your garage, let me know. For a 1975 Merak. You probably don't, but you might. Another cool thing on this car I want to show real quick, if you'll grab your tools, Alex, is the early cars have this bubble in the deck lid, and the reason why is so you can get a full-size spare in it. The later ones, when you see them, they're just flat, and you open this and it just has a space-saver spare. So this turned out really good. Cool find. Thanks to Kelsey and Rochelle for finding that car. So we'll see if it'll run next week, if we can find a starter. So there you have it. Have a great day. Please like, tag, share, and follow. Let's keep the Jeeps rolling. If you know where any scramblers are, hit us up on social@cbjeep.com.